Hello, this is Big Al, and welcome to another card opening video. And today I'm going back in the past, and I'm going to be opening a box of 1991 Topps Stadium Club Baseball Series 2. Now, if you've watched my channel in the past, you'll know that there is a video that I did of opening a box just like this of 1991 Topps Stadium Club Series 1. So you can go back and look for that, and maybe I'll put a link to that box in the description here. But this was the inaugural year of Topps Stadium Club, the very first year, and this is Series 2, and I believe there are 36 packs in this box, so I will probably split this up into a couple videos, and so it doesn't get quite so long. But let me get into it is kind of sealed in plastic here. This was actually a Christmas gift from my parents, and I've been neglecting opening it. No real excuse, just haven't gotten around to opening this yet, but I've been looking forward to it. And so yeah, I know it's a little delayed, this opening, because I've had the box for a while, but I'm really excited to get into it here. And oh, it's got some tape right here. There we go. So here are the packs. This is Series 2, and I'll take them out of the right side of the box. And they're falling over. And then I will take the rest of the box and I'll just set it aside for part 2 of the video. So set it aside, and we'll do the rest in the next video. So there are 300 cards in Series 2, and so with 36 packs and 12 cards, that's like 400 some cards. So we'll probably, in the whole box, we'll start seeing duplicates, but let's see what we have. I guess if you're looking at if there's a chase card in this set, and Series 2 has the rookie card of Jeff Bagwell. So I guess that's probably the biggest like rookie chase card we have in this set. But obviously Stadium Club known more for its photography and so forth, and this is a premium set. So, and I'll flip this around where you're gonna have these little advertising cards in here, and I'm gonna hope that these don't stick together. Hopefully they're not bricked. This box has been in the freezer. I know there's some debate whether that actually works or not, but I did put it in the freezer. So hopefully we don't have too much sticking, and we have some right away. But Ray Langford, Candy Maldonado, here's Lance Blankenship. Like I said, these are sticking. Mike Boddicker, and this is, I'll pause slightly just to take a look at the design. Nice clean Stadium Club design. No borders, photos right to the edges. And then we'll take a look at the back. And the cool thing I always liked about Stadium Club is it has an image of the player's rookie card, Topps rookie card on the back. So Mike Boddicker's rookie card was a 1981 Topps. It doesn't really show many stats. It shows the 1990 stats and their career stats. And then it kind of, maybe even ahead of its time, it shows like some advanced stats about the type of pitches he threw and so forth versus left-handers and right-handers. And so those are the backs, and unfortunately these are sticking. Atlee Hammaker, Phil Stevenson, Tim Lanaya, Darren Lewis, landscape of John Russell, Mike Felder, Thomas Howard, and Herm Winningham. Hopefully I'll be able to go through the other packs a little quicker than that. Hopefully they don't have the stickiness. Try to bend it a little bit. Maybe it will break them apart. Like I said, I know the freezer method is kind of debated whether it actually works, but I have had these in the freezer for a while. So we'll see. Gonna have a whole bunch of those. Here's Jesse Orosco, Joel Skinner. We have our first brewer. I'm going to start a brewer pile. Tim McIntosh, not the biggest name brewer. Followed by Scott Radinsky, Brian Downing, Ken Caminiti, Oscar Azokar, Mark Lewis, Devon White, he was a good player back in the day, Sam Horn, Jose De Leon, and Rob Deere. He's a favorite Brewer player, but he's shown here with the Tigers. So, and I will start a pile of like Hall of Famers as we come across them. So, and I have to figure out the collating on these. Here's Mark Salas, Brady Anderson, Charlie Liebrandt, and of course these are all kind of going different directions. Jeff Parrott, Jeff King, Todd Hungley, Hensley Mullins, Efrain Valdez, Jeff Robinson, Charles Nagy, Bob Kipper, and Dwayne Ward. So far we're kind of striking out on like Hall of Famers, but it's still fun to see this product. The very first year of Stadium Club. Topps, I think they were probably like trying to combat Upper Deck, because Upper Deck had come out with a higher quality card stock and so forth. So this was Topps' answer. And Mark McGwire, it was, I'm actually gonna start a pile with Mark McGwire, but this corner is all mangled. You'll see it was stuck to the cards behind it, but I know he's not a Hall of Famer. Some debate whether he should be, but I'm going to put him in the notable pile anyway. Kent Merker, Mike Stanton. Here's Lee Guterman, Pete Harnish. And like you'll see, this is just the kind of image Stadium Club was known for, with the action shots and so forth. Jeff Hamilton, Greg Swindell, he was a good pitcher. Dave Island, Juan Samuel, Ivan Calderon, Thomas Howard, and Herm Winningham. Continue on. So there's a little sticking, but not as bad as that first pack. It seems like some of these subsequent packs haven't stuck as bad. And here's Kelly Gruber. I remember he was a really good player for the Blue Jays back in the day. Here we go. There's a big hit. Nice Cal Ripken. So that definitely goes in the Hall of Fame pile. And you'll look on the back. His rookie card, 1982 Topps. So Cal Ripken, probably our best hit so far. Sid Bream, Jose Offerman, Pat Kelly, Paul Ferries, and a checklist. It's kind of stuck. Bob Patterson, Jeff Brantley, Tommy Green, Ron Hassey, and Steve Decker ends that one. So we got a first like legitimate Hall of Fame player, and that's Cal Ripken Jr. So excited to get him. This one starts with Ron Gant. Here's another Brewer, Franklin Stubbs. So I'll put him in my Brewer pile. John Candelaria, Walt Terrell, Craig Lefferts, Scott Bankhead. Did that stick? No, that's not. Rick Honeycutt, Mike Witt, Mike Heath, Lloyd McClendon. Here's Fred McGriff, new Hall of Famer. Nice big smile by the crime dog there. So he goes in the Hall of Fame pile. And Chuck McElroy. We'll move on. And we start with a Rick Dempsey on the Brewers. Not really thought of as a Brewer player, but he goes in my Brewer pile because he's on the Brewers there. Roberto Kelly, Anthony Telford, Jeff Innes, Tom Bolton. We have another checklist. Scott Leyes, Ken Oberkfell, Rafael Belliard, John Olerud. He was a really good hitter. He played the field with his batting helmet on. Gene Nelson and Mike Stanley. So, continuing forward. Here's Jose Mesa, Dave Bergman, Jeff Robinson, stuck to Corey Snyder, Gerald Perry, Greg Smith, Kevin Wickander, Atlee Hammaker, who we saw before. Getting to some cards that are sticking here, and I think we've seen these before. Stevenson, Lanaya, and Darren Lewis. So I hope everyone enjoys seeing these old Stadium Club cards. I know I enjoy opening them. And just kind of a little sneak peek or preview, there's going to be more. I have more old Stadium Club boxes to open coming up. So if you like this, stay tuned because they'll keep coming. Kirk McCaskill, Dwight Evans, really good player, not a Hall of Famer. I know that some people think he should be, but he's not. But he was a really good player. And here's Kirk Gibson with the Royals. Boy, I don't know that I remember him being with the Royals at all, but there he is. Jeff Treadway, Mo Vaughn, another really good player. And we have a Brewer, Willie Randolph with the Brewers. I'm sure a lot of people don't realize Willie Randolph was a Brewer, but he was. Matt Murillo, Danny Darwin, Craig Lefferts, Scott Bankhead, Rick Honeycutt, and Mike Witt. So those were some repeats there at the end. So it is interesting to kind of open some of these older cards and see some of the teams these players are on, and they're not always with the team that they're thought that you remember them with. So that's interesting sometimes. Like Kirk Gibson with the Royals, I can't really say I remember that at all. But here's Sean Bosky, Kevin Apier, John Smoltz. He is a Hall of Famer. He will go into my Hall of Fame pile. There's his rookie card picture. Junior Felix. Have some sticking here again. Jeff Robinson, Charles Nagy, Bob Kipper. These are repeats again. Bob Kipper, Dwayne Ward, Andy Hawkins, Stan Belinda, and Steve Buechele. And I think there's someone stuck to Stan Belinda, and that's Jack Armstrong. So, continuing on through our pile of packs here. Here's a Tim Raines, showing as Rock Raines, his nickname, so he's a Hall of Famer. And back-to-back Hall of Famers, Harold Baines in the Hall of Fame. Here's Jose Mesa, Rob Deere again. And these are a little sticky. Tom Bolton, followed by a checklist. Scott Leyes, Oberkfell, and there's someone stuck to him. It's a shame these are sticking a little more. John Smiley, Tim Leary, Alan Mills, and who was stuck to Tim Leary? It was Willie McGee with the Giants. Thought of obviously more with the Cardinals, but Willie McGee with the Giants there. This one starts with Luis Sojo. Terry Pendleton, he was a former MVP, or he might have been at this point a future MVP. I think he won it in the early 90s, but Ron Gant, and here's another Franklin Stubbs. Jeff King, we're getting into some repeats again. Todd Hundley, Henry Hensley Mullins, Fran Valdez, Jeff Robinson, Charles Nagy. We have seen all these before. Bob Kipper and Dwayne Ward. So that was a pack that I think we might have seen that exact same pack previously. And like I said, I knew to expect some repeats just because of the number of cards in the checklist of Series 2. It was 300, and we're getting over 400 cards in the box. So I would expect some repeats. Kind of a shame we're getting them so soon, but that's the way it goes. Try to unstick. Here's Eric King, Greg Cadaret, Andre Dawson. He is in the Hall of Fame, so he's a Hall of Famer. Gerald Clark, Rich Garces, Gerald Young, Barry Jones, Brad Arnsberger, Craig Graybeck, Glenn Allen Hill, nice action shot sliding into home plate, Mike Devereaux, and Ken Hill. So far we've gotten some repeats, but we haven't gotten like the Jeff Bagwell rookie card that we've been looking for. So that's unfortunate. Hopefully we come across that. Hopefully we come across multiples. That would be nice. This pack starts with Dave Gallagher, Pedro Guerrero, very nice. He was a really good player. Ray Langford, Craig Graybeck again. No, I didn't take out the advertising. Gary Thurman, Deion Sanders. We might be in some cards we haven't seen yet. Here's a Deion Sanders, a nice one there. Pedro Munoz, Bill Swift, Tim Cruz, Steve Lake, Gary Wayne, and Vicente Palacios. That pack didn't have as much sticking. So just had some boxes tip over behind me. Hope it wasn't too loud, but here's Jesse Orosco. This one's sticking again. And Joel Skinner. And here's a Tim McIntosh to go on my Brewer pile. Scott Radinsky, Brian Downing. There's someone stuck to Brian Downing. It's Ken Caminiti, Oscar Azocar, Terry Steinbach. Here's Roger McDowell. Dave Gallagher and Pedro Guerrero again. So I have 3 packs left in this first half of the box. So getting down to the bottom of the stack, 3 packs to go. Here is Scott Chimperino, Pascual Perez, Jeff Manto, who has Andujar Cedeno stuck to him, Phil Plantier, and we got someone sticking here, Terry Leach, nice action shot, Mike Moore, Vince Coleman, shown with the Mets, stealing a base, as he often did. Obviously thought of Moore as a Cardinal. Willie Frazier, Jeff Conine, and Gary Green. So we have 2 packs left. This one starts with Mark Whitten, Ernie Riles, Rob Ducey, John Cerruti, Andujar Cedeno again, Phil Plantier, here we go, players we've seen, Terry Leach, Mike Moore, you can see some of this collation, I think, Jeff King, Todd Hundley, Hensley Millens again, and Efren Valdez. So that was more repeats. And so this will be the last pack of the first half of the box, the last pack of this video. And we'll start with Luis Gonzalez, Chuck Knobloch. These are some cards we haven't seen yet, I think. Here's Ed Nunez as a Brewer. Goes into my Brewer pile. Albert Bell, really great player. Probably has Hall of Fame numbers, but not. Mo Vaughn again. Here's Willie Randolph, again, in my Brewer pile. Matt Marullo. Danny Darwin, Gene Nelson, Rene Gonzalez, and I thought someone was stuck to him, but it wasn't. Here's Steve Searcy and Kevin Apier. So that is the first half of the box. So I'm just going to review quickly for my Brewer collection. I got some Brewers. I didn't get like the big name Brewers in here, but got some I don't even remember being a Brewer, but that's okay. And then my Hall of Fame pile, Dawson, Baines, Raines, Smoltz, McGriff, Ripken, and McGuire not in the Hall of Fame, but I put him in the pile. So we're still looking for the Jeff Bagwell rookie card that is in this checklist, so we're still looking for that. But hopefully I'll come across that in part 2 of the video. So that's it for part 1. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate everyone who does that to help me out. Please leave me a comment. What do you think about seeing these old Stadium Club cards? Do you enjoy them? Let me know what your favorite card was that I got. And I'm looking forward to part 2 of this box. But that'll be it for now. So until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye.